Who would have thought the most difficult part of our Alaska to Florida journey would be a giant snowstorm in Ohio? And we're stuck right into the middle of it. All day long, I've been sitting here. The snow's been falling. There's 1.5 feet of snow outside, drifting snow. We're trying to get our RV set up and get down to Florida, and we have this big roadblock. The 3 counties surrounding where we're at here in Eaton, Ohio have all declared a disaster zone, and only emergency vehicles are supposed to be out on the road. We are stuck here in the hotel. There's nothing we can really do except for work on some help with our YouTube channel and read and plan for the next several days in our trip. Well, friends, this has turned into a lazy Sunday. We had woken up and we're going to go to church at the local congregation down the road, and everything's been canceled. There's about 6 to 8 inches of snow out there, and they're not quite used to it here. So we are just relaxing here, doing some reading, and watching the weather. We've been hanging out in the hotel all day long. We thought we were going to go to church earlier today, but the local services all got canceled, and so I went out and checked the cars. I got to go brush them off, and I'm really, frankly, surprised we're seeing this much snow. I brought this snow brush from Alaska, thinking kind of on a whim, well, maybe we'd need it, but I think we do. I'm going to come show you how much snow is on the car. This is Alaska type snow. All right, let's go see this. Okay, I'm going to borrow this too from the hotel. All right, there's Gus the bus and our truck. We don't have a name for it yet. But check out that berm and all that drifting snow. Holy smokes. We're not really set to, we can't really cook here in the hotel, so we may go out and try and find some food later this evening. But so I'm going to brush off these and move these. Oh man, I just did not expect to have snow this deep. I mean, this is up to my thighs almost. Look at that. So meanwhile, we're stranded here. This is all you have to melt and get cleared out so that we can get on our road down to Florida. I have a few days to let this kind of happen, so if it lasts too long and I have a hard time, I'm supposed to meet up with Lauren and the kid. I thought I was done with brushing off snow for the year. Yeah, I was kind of excited leaving Alaska, like, yeah, I'll be done till next year. But it doesn't seem like that's the case. Last laugh. The other thing is, thankfully, I still have studded tires on this van. I didn't take them off. I thought perhaps I was going to be changing them out here, but I'm really, really glad we have them. We're going to need these probably as we're driving down the next couple 100 miles to the south through Kentucky and Tennessee. So very, very glad we have those. The plow guys down here, I don't think they know how to plow like they do in Alaska. In Alaska, they'll take the blade and they push the snow away from the cars into the center, and then they push it all away. Here, he's kind of leaving a big berm right along with the cars. So I got to dig out this big berm, but well, it seems like I'm going to be able to test the four-wheel drive capability of my new truck sooner than I thought I was. Since I have a little bit more time today, I pulled out the backup camera that we bought and put on the back of the fifth wheel. Now I need to install it here in the truck. So And you have some suction cup mount I need to stick up, and I'm trying to kind of feel what looks right. So all these things we're figuring out now that we have a fifth wheel. So we're about to go. Oh, wow, that just stuck like glue. Is that even going to fit? Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Now, I guess if I'm within range of the fifth wheel, it'll come up. We'll just have to, I'm going to leave that there and kind of see how that feels. Getting out of the car, I realized how much snow had drifted into the bed of the truck. It's about filled this whole thing up. Well, I just spent about 25 minutes online trying to order some pizza and calling around, and all the restaurants are closed. So I'm going to walk out to the van, get some noodles, and it looks like we'll be having a cup of noodles tonight. Hopefully things will, we aren't really set up to be able to cook food here in the hotel, so we're a little bit at the mercy of whatever we can get. So we may have some ham and cheese sandwich or noodles tonight. We'll be all right. Still pretty frosty out there. Whoa, the sky out to, I think that's the west, is totally clearing. That's good news. That means probably, like they forecasted, the storm is just about over and they can start clearing everything out tomorrow. That's good. All right, what do we have in our food box here? Well, this is dinner tonight. Some noodles here, working on the computer at the hotel. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get back at the RV and try and get our hitch installed so we can try and get towards moving down the road. Good morning, friends. It is day 3 of being here at Eaton, Ohio, and I just got a message from the dealership that we're under level 3 emergency level here for the county, which means they don't want any unauthorized vehicles on the road unless there's an emergency or you have a public safety need, and they'll issue a citation if you're out, which is a little frustrating to me because that means another day we're here waiting, can't get our RV, do what we can. Well, on the plus side, it does give me pretty much all day long to help work on the YouTube channel and help Lauren with quite a few projects as she's getting busy up home. Packing things up, I can help her out by being down here. We're going to just we pack it in with meat. let me get my key out. We can get in the car. Grandpa and I wanted to go out and see how the roads were. We're doing a little bit of reconnaissance here. There's definitely a lot of snow around, but it's very different than Alaska. The roads, the main roads, they put enough salt on them that they're melted and just wet pavement, even though it's about 10 degrees out. So that's making me a lot more comfortable about what it might look like in a day or so when we're able to get out of here. I'm so glad we went for a drive. We checked in at the RV dealership. They haven't received any of the deliveries that they need to get so they can install the parts on the truck and the RV, so we're kind of in a holding pattern. But the roads are way better than I thought. I thought they would be, kind of impassable, but what we saw, I felt pretty confident that we can make it to the interstate, start heading south as soon as those parts show up. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully. We'll see. The front desk clerk here at the hotel was complaining she didn't have boots or any way to brush off her car, so I told her I'd just take care of it because she's been stuck here at the hotel the last couple days, not able to drive home with the storm. So I figured we got some time, why not? She told me this is her car and she lives about 30 minutes away, so I get this. All right, there we go. She should be able to get out, get home. That wind out there is cold. Time to get back to the room and work on some more projects. Good morning, friends. It is day 5 of us being in Eaton, Ohio, stuck because of this snowstorm outside, the really cold weather. We're heading over to the RV dealership and hoping that today will be the day that we can get out of here, but fingers crossed. We'll just have to see. You need me to help carry any of that? Nope. Okay. Weather's a lot colder than we expected. I hope this truck will start. There we go. All right, here. Says it's 8 degrees out here, but with wind chill, it's -10. Not what we expected when we were coming through Ohio, but what it is, it's got to get south, Florida. Hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. There's Grandpa in the van. It's a beautiful morning. The roads are in really great condition, so I'm hoping that by midday we can have our stuff connected up and head out of here. Hopefully it's not a fool's errand. We'll just see. It really depends on if we can get our delivery of our hitch and get that installed. This is the dealership where the RV or the travel trailer is, and I'm gonna go in and see what anything we can work on today. Like I said, it's been 5 days we've been here stranded. You can see there's snow everywhere. They're struggling with where to put it and what to do. So hopefully we get the hitch installed and on our way.
Who is D&D? That's your grandparents?
So D&D stands for Daryl and Darlene.
Yeah.
That's my grandparents, yeah. So you met Darlene. My grandpa's here somewhere, I'm sure. He's probably over in his barn. They built this barn next door.
He said hi to us.
He might, yeah.
He was
I think he did, yeah.
Shook our hand, said thanks for
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, they started this business in 1992.
Uh-huh.
They both not graduated, but they both retired from the Postal Service.
Oh, okay.
And, so they got to retire fairly young. And they were bored. And so
Okay.
The story goes that my grandfather started selling, like he would go to the auction and buy like Chevy Chevettes, and he was selling them out of his driveway.
Corvette, that's a sports car?
No, I mean, they don't make them anymore, but I think it was like a little cheap hatchback type car.
Okay, yeah.
And, but my grandma was tired of having a bunch of cars in her driveway, so they bought a little piece of property here where we sit. And, it just kind of took off.
Kind of grew, yeah. I could tell you guys got a bunch of staff and...
Yeah, we started off just doing cars, so that's why our legal name is D&D RV and Auto, but we actually don't do autos anymore.
So I just transferred the money, and I got the tags. This is real. Now we just got to drive it off the lot if we get the hitch installed and get some snow-free roads. Oh, wow. That feels big. So where is oh, there it is. Okay, that's the holder for the trailer. Okay.
Right below the light.
My horse is high. We're going to have to... All right. It's almost ours. Yeah, I think if my wife saw it in here, she'd like this. It feels maybe bigger being in the warehouses. I don't know.
We have that all the time. Customers will look at them out on the lot, and then when they come to pick it up, it's inside, and it just feels twice as big as it really is.
Well, friends, Mark is sitting in Ohio waiting for things to finish up with the fifth wheel, and we are getting dumped on here at home. We've gotten at least 9 inches overnight and this morning. It was a bit crazy driving around this morning, but we had a big appointment. Bennett got his braces off this morning before we hit the road. Had a nice, big, beautiful smile. They did give him a bag of all the things he wasn't supposed to eat while he had his braces on, which I thought was real funny. But feels good to get that done. I had to laugh because I think he ate all of that while he had them on. But that's just how teenage boys are. He just had to be careful eating them. But I would say he had a pretty simple braces. If you had all sorts of extra wires and stuff, I could see why you couldn't have those kind of things. Anyways, very snowy here today. The boys are going to have to get outside, do some plowing, but it sure is beautiful, but a little bit messy driving on certain roads. Certain roads were very well plowed and others were not very well plowed. So it just keeps coming down. So they got to keep plowing.
Well, we kind of got our tail between our legs. This is not what we were hoping for. The municipal offices where we have to get the title and all that paperwork finished is closed. So people are going around doing all their stuff, but I guess that's closed for the storm still. So we're on day 5. And so we have to wait for another day so they can get the title and all that stuff in our name. So I guess I'll go back to the hotel and get back to work. Back at the hotel. Hey, hon. Oh, I'm so frustrated. The municipal offices are closed. And so we can't get our trailer titled till tomorrow, I guess.
So Hunter just got home. He had an hour long of instruction for the driving class that he did to finish his driving class certification. And he said it's gotten really wild. They're not letting anybody on the highway. There's like 300 cars backed up trying to get off the highway. And there's like a 30-car pileup, which is so scary. Oh, I hope people are okay. But we're just hunkering down and going to work on getting the house cleaned around here.
Hi.
That's what we're going to do. Because we want to be safe and go meet up with Daddy in a few days, right?
Oh.
Want to go see Daddy?
Right.
Right. The boys were wanting to drive into Anchorage and go snowboarding tonight. Before this snowstorm happened, that was their plans, but not with this type of weather and not with accidents like that happening.
Good morning. Hi. Yeah, it's a good thing we have time for things to work out because we have needed a lot of extra time. Hi.
My mom was telling me we needed to postpone our trip to Green Year to wait another week to come because it's supposed to be cold in Florida next week.
How cold is cold?
Like dropping to 28 at night.
Really? In Ocala? Well, great news. I just got a text from the manager over at the RV dealership. The hitch came in, it's installed. And so that means tomorrow morning we can finish up the final paperwork, get the title, and hit the road rolling. Thanks so much for coming along. I never thought it would take us 6 days to get this process done, but I'm glad that we had the extra time. Thanks for hanging out with us here in Ohio.
Well, friends, this has been a wild week and a half being home with the kids while Mark has been on this trip, as well as getting the, truck and RV. I miss Luna. Luna and I cuddle every night. She keeps me company. I'm grateful for that. I've got some nervous energy as they are going to pack up and leave tomorrow. Mark's first time driving the fifth wheel. He says he really feels comfortable driving the truck. He likes it a lot, which I'm happy about. But it will be a whole different ball game driving a fifth wheel. So hopefully he'll feel comfortable as he heads out on this adventure. And just a few more days before we all load up here at home and get on the airplane to meet him down in Florida. It's happening. My brain can't really process it. I've been checking things off, a lot of things off, keeping the kids doing school, doing lots of really good meals. We had halibut tacos tonight since we're going to miss having halibut. And I'm pretty proud of myself for all the good meals we've had. I have not been buying a lot of groceries. We've been using a ton of things out of the freezer. The refrigerator is like almost empty. I did go to the grocery store today and bought a bunch of fruit, but the kids just like devoured it. So we will be excited to be meal planning and getting some different foods when we get down there. But we've been eating really well still. It's just been a little bit more out of the freezer and off the pantry shelves, and that's really good. That feels like the right thing to do as we are gearing up to leave. Thank you so much for cheering us along, for sharing in our adventure, and we can't wait to see where it takes us over the next 4 months. It's happening. I just can hardly believe it. I packed Violet's clothes today, or I sorted out her clothes, and so that she's not wearing the clothes anymore that I want to take down. Each time I pack something, just makes it feel like, okay, we're getting there. Makes it feel real. Makes me excited, a little bit anxious, but mostly just excited. And I'm just really want to be reunited with Mark. I feel like the kids and I have found our groove here at home, but I miss my husband. I love him so much. And I know he misses us as well. So we are excited to be reunited here soon. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We're grateful for you, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life. 11 o'clock, I'm ready for bed. Yes, it's time for bed, huh?